Namaste, namaste. What's up? It is Crypto Yogi Ev coming at you with another episode of Evan Talks. Thanks for coming to this episode. I'm going to be doing new videos for Facebook Live every Friday, and I'll be reposting these episodes to my new YouTube channel called Evan Talks. There's a couple other channels called Evan Talks. None of them have very many subscribers. I'm a brand new channel with only like 4 subscribers as I'm filming this. So I would love you to come and join me there. The way you'll know it's my channel, a few ways. There's a picture of me with the brick wall behind me, so you'll know it's me, as opposed to one of the other channels that's not me. And I have a bit.ly link that'll take you right to the channel where you can subscribe. So it's bit.ly/Evan Talks. bit.ly/Evan Talks. It'll take you right to the YouTube channel. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the notifications bell so you'll be notified whenever I have a new video. And on Facebook, definitely please subscribe to the video notifications so when I go live, you'll hear about it right away. So let's get right into the content today. This video is going to be super helpful for you if you're new to the crypto space, if you are thinking about getting into crypto, but you're a little reticent because of the recent corrections and crashes of the market. Maybe you've already bought in, but you bought in at the top of the pump and you got slammed, like maybe your Bitcoin crashed and it's only worth half of what you put in. Or maybe, like me, you got involved in a network marketing scam company around Bitcoin. And that's what I want to start talking about today. Right now, we're looking at my crypto assets portfolio, and I'm going to go into a little bit of this later and kind of explain how this came to pass. So I'm going to start with my journey. I first got into crypto just last month in December of 2017. And like a lot of people, I got swept into it. Definitely drafted by this guy that I used to work with. I went to his coaching school. We wrote a book together, and he was involved in network marketing. I've been involved in network marketing, a couple years back, 2009, 2010. I did pretty well, actually. It's not my thing. I love networkers, so every once in a while I'll kind of dabble in it. But 2009, 2010, I came out of the gate real strong. So I'll get back to this USI tab in a minute. But I made a couple of MLM blogs in the top earners, movers, and shakers. Here I am in the 2009 MLM blog list, and that's me right there. And then in 2010, I'm also on that list. And then I exited network marketing, and I got into blogging about climate change and other things that ultimately led me to do marketing consulting. Anyway, flash forward 7 years later, I start getting these emails from this dude that I used to know, and he's talking about how he's in this new company and it's all about trust. His emails are all about trust and how he knows these owners of this company and he flew to London to meet them. And he went on and on about how this company's here to stay and how they're growing Bitcoin and it's the greatest thing in the world. And you could put in little bits of money and you end up growing Bitcoin every day. And, he hooked me. I got totally into it and I heavily invested in it. Okay, so USI-Tech, let's come back here to the portfolio. Look at it's like 44% of my portfolio is these USI-Tech BTC packages where you're supposed to put in like $60 per package and then it runs for 140 days, but it's only business days. So it's like Monday through Friday, excluding holidays. And so it's about 6 months. And they tell you you're going to get back 140% of the Bitcoin that you put in. So it's like $60 US per package, but you pay in Bitcoin. So that got me into Coinbase and into buying Bitcoin and doing crypto transactions. And so I found that very valuable. The only thing is, what happened is I'm in USI-Tech and this guy and his girlfriend start pimping their Facebook group and saying that you need to have 25 active packages to get into their Facebook group. So that was like $1,500, maybe a little more with fees and stuff, $1,600, whatever. I went in like gangbusters and I started to be excited and posting my little screenshots of my daily Bitcoin growing. And then all of a sudden the other day, and I'm sure if you're in USI-Tech, you've already seen this, but let me sign in and show you what happened the other day. So I'm just going to click this reCAPTCHA and log in. So I log in to check my wallet last week. and this drop down comes down and it says extraordinary termination of distributor agreement, and that's my distributor ID, and basically goes on to say, dear customer, you're active in our company in the USA and Canada as a distributor. And then it goes on to blame a few distributors for saying that they were advertising wrong or something. And somehow they made the decision that they needed to close all operations in the USA and Canada because of the acts of a few untoward marketers. Okay, now I'm a lawyer and I smell bullshit at the highest degree, because if you have a very profitable company and there's a couple of bad actors, what you do is you terminate those individual actors' accounts. You maybe take them to court and you sue them, and you continue operations. But when you fold up all your operations and you blame it on a few bad actors, it's total scam. And so when I signed up for this, I was super excited because I really kind of trusted this guy. We're not very close, but I've made good money with him before, and I went to his coaching school and he taught me about marketing funnels, and that's what I do for a living right now. So, I've got no hard feelings for this guy. And as a matter of fact, I thought, okay, he's into it. He's making money. He's making a ton of bank. Let me get into it. So I buy my 25 packages by the deadline, which was, by the way, January 5th. And then on January 5th, coincidentally, this note comes out. So I felt like these people basically took their downline for a ride and said, you got to buy these 25 packages and you got to get in and you got to do it right now, because then we're going to give you all of this stuff so you can market your team and you can, recruit online and all that stuff, and we'll build your funnel and stuff. And it was pretty valuable if you wanted to recruit that way. But the truth of the matter is, very interesting that they put this January 5th deadline to get your 25 packages, and then January 5th just happened to be the day that USI-Tech pulls the plug and stops paying its distributors. So, calling bullshit. So anyway, they've discontinued their business activities, and they go on to say what you can't do. You can't market goods. You can't recruit people. They're going to pay out some commissions earned up until today's date. Commissions are for referrals. So I wasn't really on the referral side. I referred one person. I did get a commission for that. But I know some people who referred a lot of people and worked really hard on it. And then all of a sudden, bam, they're not getting paid for those anymore. Now, the real thing is, though, what about these packages? What about the $1,500 in BTC packages that are supposed to pay me back, 40% more in Bitcoin within 6 months? What happens to those? So at the end of this letter here, here's the paragraph here. If you currently also use our products, software, or other services as a customer, we will promptly be informing you separately regarding the continuation of our customer relationship with you. So a lot of people were saying, oh, they're going to honor the customer relationship. They say it right there. But again, as a lawyer, they don't really say that. They say they're going to tell us what they're going to do. So let me close that and then tell you what happened here. So it used to be, see these 25 active packages that I got just to get into that special Facebook group with my friends that actually pressured everyone to buy all those things. And then when USI closed, do you think they said one word about it? Not one word, okay? They're just on to the next thing. I don't know if it's a scam, but it's the next big hypey money-making thing. No apologies, no acknowledgments, nothing about USI. So unfortunately for me, this guy and his girlfriend, like I said, no hard feelings, but I'm not really feeling a lot of authentic integrity coming from them, because they don't seem to care enough that people trusted them and acted on their word, and they're now using these hype tactics to get into the next thing. And if you're not ready to go, then maybe you're not cut out for this. It's traditional kind of smarmy network marketing talk, like chasing shiny objects and stuff like that, which is kind of ironic because this guy actually taught me how to avoid shiny object chasing, and now he's the king of shiny object, luring with bait. But in any case, I come to check my packages, and right here next to the active packages, there used to be the wallet, and that's actually where you would see how much money is in your wallet. It's just gone. So I come in here the other day and I'm like, all right, that's it. I guess they've just taken all my money. But then I noticed this up here at the top. Right at the top, it says all balances are saved and will soon be available again, with a separation in commissions earned and return in BTC packages. This will be within the next 48 hours. So I saw that and I breathed a sigh of relief, and I thought, okay, maybe they didn't scam us. Maybe they're just separating out the distributors and they're actually going to pay their customers. But it is worth noting that this 48 hours notification went up like 3 or 4 days ago. So it's already been 96 hours it's already been since this 48-hour notice went up. So, here's the explanation of USA Canada changes, and this is just hilarious. Dear partners, our decision for the USA and Canada was not easy for us as a company. From the beginning, we've fought for this market with all of the opportunities available to us despite all opposition. Then they say we frequently denounce the misconduct of many partners in the USA and Canada regarding the misrepresentation of our products and our company, and we've pointed out the risks and possible consequences many times. So again, they're blaming their own distributors for scamming their distributors. It's really poor taste. Basically, they say all further action in the USA Canada is now in the hands of our legal advisors. They're basically saying investigations have found abuses. Until the investigations are completed, we're barred from making any payments to prevent additional abuses. Okay, so no payments, no one gets their money. The balances are saved and they're coming back in 48 hours, but that was 96 hours ago. So that's USI-Tech. Okay, now when I joined USI-Tech, I was super excited, and I started posting these screenshots and I was inviting people to come and watch my journey. Okay, I wasn't even trying to really recruit people. I was just saying, hey, I'm getting into this thing. It seems pretty cool. Come and check it out. Of course, immediately encountered some MLM haters who immediately said it's a scam. And that's fine, when that happens, and that's totally fine. But I was personally accused of trying to scam people, and I had to unfriend somebody that I've known for a long time, and I found that kind of sad because you know what? I'm not trying to scam anybody. And in fact, the person I recruited that got into it based on my word, I felt so bad when this thing happened. I called him right up and I'm like, dude, somehow I'm going to pay you your $1,500 back in time because you came into this, on my word. And we go way back, and he's totally cool. And now we're into other crypto investing together, and it's, we're having a lot of fun. And the truth is we got into this space with a lot of passion. We were super excited to get into this, and now we're in it, so the USI-Tech thing, we'll see. I'll keep you posted on that. If I get any money out of that at all, it'll be a surprise, a pleasant surprise. I'm kind of writing off this $1,500 loss, but I want to show you in this crypto portfolio. I almost didn't include it because it seems like lost money, but I think it's really important in telling the story of getting into crypto to not leave out the important stuff. So 44% of this, was this USI-Tech BTC packages. Now, I consider myself pretty heavily vested now in the crypto space. Now, it's not a ton of money. It's a few $1,000s, but that's, significant. It's I usually don't just put a few $1,000s into investments. You know what I mean? So this I got into really excited. I thought I was going to be growing Bitcoin every day. And when that came down, when the walls came down on that, I immediately looked to what is the legitimate form of growing Bitcoin. And of course, that's mining Bitcoin, right? So in my first episode of Evan Talks, which was out last Friday, and I'll put a link to that in the description. If you happen to miss it, you can check that out. I talked about Hashflare cloud mining and actually mining for Bitcoin, and I showed how to do that. So this amount here, this 13% here, represents a $440 contract that I bought at Hashflare, which is a year-long cloud mining contract to mine Bitcoin. So that's the real deal of mining Bitcoin. It's not growing Bitcoin. There's no such thing as growing Bitcoin, right? You have to mine Bitcoin. So I started doing that. And then all these other things here are the other cryptocurrencies that now I'm invested in, anywhere from like $60 to a few $100, you know, depending on the coin. And some of these coins are very expensive and some of them are super, super inexpensive. So what I've done with coins like red coin and blue coin that are basically a penny each is I bought a ton of it. I bought like 25,000 or more each, because that's where I'm banking on possibly making really nice crypto gains, right? Tron, Verge, these are all up, and I'm losing some money right now on Stellar Lumens. I think Stellar Lumens, if you take out this, take out the USI thing and just pretend that's not there, right? And then Stellar Lumens is the only thing in this entire portfolio that's losing money right now. And I'm not very heavily invested in that. I just wanted to get into it kind of as a whim. So what's going on in the crypto market today? People are, here, let me get to this, this chart. Bitcoin, it was up. Here's the lifetime cycle of Bitcoin, right? So it was down here at, you know, $100, and then it went up to $700 in like 2013, and then it crashed back down to like $200, and then it was up and down and up and down, basically flatlining for many years, you know, 14, 15, 16. And it wasn't until midway through 17, almost in the last quarter last year, that it really shot up all the way to like $20,000. And now it crashed the other day down, you know, below 10. And now it's up at getting back towards 12, right? If we break that out into, actually, you know what? Let me show you this other chart. This is a really interesting chart to look at for Bitcoin, okay? And Bitcoin kind of drives the whole crypto market, right? So when Bitcoin crashes, all the other cryptos kind of crash even harder. And when Bitcoin raises, the other markets kind of raise as well. But look at this chart. This chart is going to show you something really interesting. This is a one-year chart that basically shows that last year, 2017, there were 5 separate corrections in the Bitcoin market for 30 or more % each, that at the time, everyone was freaking out like, oh my God, Bitcoin's crashing, the bubble's bursting. And it's the same thing. The sky is falling all over again. But looking at it now, you can just see basically that there's a mean line that goes from the lower left to the upper right. And on the way, it's highly volatile. It goes up and down and spikes and dips and pumps. And basically what we're looking at now at the top right of this chart is where Bitcoin is now. And yes, it's going to go up and down, but basically the trajectory is going straight up, right? Now, there's a reason in crypto why short-term prices are very hard to gauge, because in the short term, the markets can easily be manipulated. Like big whales that have a lot of currency can manipulate the markets. Big announcements or events can manipulate the markets. And those things have a lot of effect and impact on a daily basis on the crypto markets. Now, at the same time, though, if you look at what's happening, all these cryptocurrencies and crypto assets are really taking off in the last few months. And will they all, you know, go to $1 million? No, no way. A lot of them are going to fall by the wayside. But a lot of them are actually coming out of the gate a lot stronger than you might have thought. Like a few years ago, cryptocurrency seemed like a fad, a passing phase. It doesn't look like that. There's all this great technology being invented, new tools being developed, and it's a very exciting time. And now, because the market has dipped a little, it's a really good time to get into it and make up for some of the losses. So what I decided to do to basically offset this USI gamble that might turn into a complete loss for me is that I wanted to invest a little more money total than I had in that USI situation. And I wanted to put some into actual Bitcoin mining and then a bunch into these other coins that I've been following and taking a risk on some of them so that I can do some trading, you know, on some of these exchanges. Now, it's a lot of information for today. I'm going to do more videos regularly. And again, they're not always going to be in the crypto space, but I'm super passionate about this, and this stuff's happening right now. But what else am I going to talk about? I'm really into politics. I'm into spirituality. I call myself Yogi Ev for a very long time. I used to teach yoga. In the crypto space, I'm finding my yoga techniques are really helpful to keeping a calm and cool head during these pumps and spikes and, like, you know, dips and crashes and corrections. Pulling out all the yoga tools, right? So what do you do if you've been scammed by USI? What do you do if you took a hit on Bitcoin? What do you do if you're in the market, but it's not going the way you had hoped? Should you pull out? Should you cut and run? Or should you hodl, hold on for dear life? And or should you maybe shift and pivot and maybe change what you're invested in? These are the things that we're going to be exploring, okay? And where I'm coming from is this is an empowerment train, okay? So cryptocurrency is an empowerment train to get away from the centralized banking systems, and yoga and spirituality and music. I play a lot of music. All these things that I do to keep a clear head and calm, cool, and collected, a positive spirit, and a can-do attitude. And that's what I recommend that you guys be doing. There's a lot of time I spend every day away from the computer actually tending to my body, mind, and spirit. And I super, super recommend that for anyone coming into the crypto space to adopt a yoga practice, meditation, breathing, some type of spiritual practice, because you are going to be tested. You are going to be knocked around. You're going to take some hits, and you're going to, you know, benefit from any of these practices that are going to help you kind of keep your grounding. Okay, so that's my best advice for today. In future videos, I'm going to go more into the trading platforms that I use, where to buy certain cryptos. Some of these things like Blue Coin and Red Coin, I got on an exchange called Yobit, and other things like Tron, Verge, Ripple, Stellar, I got all those on Binance. Bitcoin, Ethereum, I got those on Coinbase, and then I transferred those funds from Coinbase to GDAX before I moved them to the other exchanges to do the trading. And I'll do videos on that too, like how to set up Coinbase and how to set up GDAX and how to save fees in your trading. All these videos are coming down the pike, and you can ask me questions. That's actually something I'd love you to do, is ask questions if you want me to cover something. I do get emails, I get private messages, I get tweets, I get phone calls and text messages. Feel free to reach out. I'm here for you. I want to share my experiences with you. I'm not an investment advisor. I'm not giving investment advice. I'm not telling anyone what to do. But I do feel that sharing my experiences can help you hopefully navigate your way through these waters, because they're a little tricky. And when it comes to the technical stuff, I will definitely show you click by click how to do stuff. That's what I love to do, is show people how to do stuff. So in terms of the exchanges, look for the links in the description of the video. So please, if you like this content, you want to see more of it, go ahead and like it and share it, and leave comments and questions. Another thing you'll find for people who are in the crypto space already and you're looking for what to do with some of your crypto, you'll see a bunch of my wallet addresses down there too, for all different kinds of crypto coins. So I do accept them as tips and direct monetary support for my work, and I super appreciate that as well. If you do that and you have anything you want me to plug, I'd be happy to give you a special thanks and a plug, or you can just keep it anonymous. But in any way, whether you like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff, I love you for watching my videos. I thank you for connecting with me. I hope this is helpful to you. I think it's gonna be, and there's more to come. So stay tuned for future episodes of Evan Talks, and thanks for coming. I'll see you soon. Peace out.